What's up? Dr. Will James reporting to you at Dr. Will James Reports. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share the content, help grow the algorithm. Today, I got a video from you from Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce, the Truth at Dark podcast with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I got my chef hat on because it's time to cook. I don't want to waste too much time. I want to get directly into the video. Going to narrate, going to go over, my point of view. So let's get started.
MTV's Teen Mom Family Reunion. She's known for helping people feel, deal, and heal through her raw transformative approach and her book, Mental Detox. Please welcome Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Ooh, how about that introduction?
Who, by
Welcome.
the way, is not vitamin D deficient.
Oh,
Okay.
I
I'm
can
here.
tell.
Thank
I
you.
can tell the way you
because
talk.
she's
You can
sharp.
tell by the
Yeah,
I can tell by the glow. I can
And the
tell by the
boots.
glow.
And the boots.
Oh yeah, you probably gonna get some vitamin D tonight.
You know what I mean? I got it before here. That's why I'm
Oh,
here. Good. Yeah,
okay. Hold on.
So I don't know if most people caught that. When I've seen other people react, most people didn't point that out. So she started off talking about how she's not vitamin D deficient, and they didn't bring that up for her to say that she's not vitamin D deficient. Vitamin D, talking about men and being sexually active. Um, and she says she got some before she went to the show. Now I don't know why, a lady of her age and who's doing the things that she's doing and has a prestigious title about of a doctor. Now I don't know if she is or isn't. I've looked it up. I've looked into the university, but I don't like to get too caught up into that. Just the simple fact is that this lady is 42 years old, and for no reason she's bringing up her sexual life and saying that she got some right before coming to the podcast. Like, I feel like that's TMI, and I don't think we need to know that. You know what I'm saying? When you carry yourself in a certain light, you're a certain age, and you're supposed to be a woman, and you're supposed to be a role model for other women, and you're supposed to be someone who gives people advice. I don't know why you need to be so outspoken about your sex life. That's not ladylike to me. I don't like when I see these women on these podcasts talking about how sexually active they are and the things that they've done in the past, and just like men of prestige and men who are of a certain caliber don't like that. That's a turnoff.
Yeah. I love that. So we're so excited to have you. Like, we had to have you. You always spit that real shit, and I love it. So I'm gonna start it right off the bat because I have to get your opinion on something.
Okay.
So Paul just told me that I was cooked, and he said that all women after 30 are cooked. Period. What are your thoughts on
I
that?
think I've seen that.
You
clip.
see that? Because it's
I've
going
seen that
viral, and
clip.
everyone now is in my DMs telling me I'm cooked.
So it's important to listen to what goes on here. It's important to listen to what goes on here. Paul Pierce said that all women after the age of 30 are cooked. And I wish he would have, stood 10 toes down and doubled down on his point. He's going to sort of backtrack what he meant here, and we're going to break down how it doesn't make sense. Um, After 30, you are cooked. It's down here from there as a woman. You're not the same as when you were 21 to 30. 21 to 29 is a woman's prime, and a lot of these women, they spend that time sleeping around, playing games, thinking that they have forever. They don't need a man. A lot of these modern women, these feminists, waste their glory years trying to be men. And then when they're 30 to 40, they want to settle down and they want to get married, they want to have kids, and they want the White House, picket fence, all of that. And it's not going to happen because these women want, at that point, they want the top 10% of men. They want a man who, is 6 feet tall, six figures or more, um, has it going on. And then that man is no longer interested in them. That man is now looking at the women who are in their prime from ages, 21 to 28. And they're not looking at the 30 to 35-year-old or the 35 to 40-year-old. And in her case, 42 years old.
So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm 34. I get it. I might be a little cooked, but what do you feel about that?
And Paul, you're what? 47?
7.
Right. So which means he no longer
47 in
which
shape.
means you no longer a unk, you a
47
papa.
in shape.
That means you a cooked papa.
Can
You are no longer a unk.
Can still dunk.
So what he's doing from a psychological perspective is he's self-projecting his papa cooked self on you. Because honey, you're not cooked. But the papas are.
Hello.
So what she just said doesn't make sense. She said that Paul Pierce is now cooked at age 47, and the young lady sitting there next to Paul Pierce, who I believe is 34, 35 years of age, is not cooked. That doesn't make sense. Paul Pierce is 47 years of age. He's 6'7". He has 3 kids. He was married before for like 12 years, and he's worth $80 million. Paul Pierce can get a woman ages 22 to 28 easily. He can get a woman who will settle down with him and be feminine and be submissive because he has the money. He has the money. That right there says enough. But again, he has height and other things that women look for. Power. He's in the limelight. He's a celebrity. So he could get a woman. He could get the woman that he wants before she could get the man that she wants. And we see this in real time. Neo is 45 years of age. Neo has like 4 or 5 wives, 4 or 5 girlfriends that he's living with. You see the same thing with like Shaq. I think it was Jess Hilarious was talking about how Shaq had all these different women who were in his home. Floyd Mayweather, who always has like a bunch of women. If you're a boxing fan, he's always had like a bunch of women in his house on 24-hour boxing. So we see this in real time with the men who have money and a certain level of status in their older age, in their late 30s, 40s, being able to get the younger woman. The woman who then want the men of prestige and they want the top 10%, top 5%, 1% of earners, they can't get those men. Those men will smash and dash, but those men aren't seriously looking to pursue these women for marriage. So a lot of these women get it messed up. They think because a man will smash them that he wants to pursue them for marriage. She's wrong, but I'll let her continue.
They are.
Come through.
You are no longer unk, baby. You are a papa status.
All right.
You know what papas do, right? They watch grandkids and cook. You cooked. That's all you do.
No, I don't watch. I don't have no grandkids. So
her, on the other hand, she's still rare marinated meat. That's what that is.
Hello, rare marination.
She ain't even got to cooking yet. She not even nowhere near the grill yet.
Hello. That's why we was matching.
So for now on, for the entirety of this episode, I'm gonna call you Papa Pierce.
I'll take that.
That's what you're gonna get, Papa Pierce.
Papa Pierce is comedy. I love that down.
He don't like it. He looking at you like.
All right, let's start. Let me say something.
Go ahead.
Let me say something. So I'm a chef too, right? So, I prep, like the night before, like right now I'm marinating some steaks and some ribs, whatever. So when you marinating something, what that mean? It's not ready, right? It's not ready. It's in the refrigerator, right?
It's called preparation.
Okay, I don't want that.
It's called preparation.
So I don't want something that's not ready. Okay, now, once you do the marinating, you do the time, you throw it in the oven. Now it's in the oven, right? What's in the oven is cooking. I don't want nobody that's cooking. Like, it ain't ready. It's not ready. It's in the oven, right? So now the time go by and years or whatever happen. Pull it out the oven. It's done. It's cooked, right?
He even storytell like a papa. Keep going.
Listen. I like cooked food.
Okay.
So
she's cooked. You like her?
No. What I'm saying is, people looked at this as me dissing women.
Right.
No, that's not a diss to her.
I got you.
I like cooked
You're
food.
saying you like a woman who's cooked,
who's ready,
seasoned,
who's seasoned.
No, Paul. No, you're not being honest. He's not being honest. You were trying to say that they're cooked, they're washed up. It was a negative thing. You were saying the woman over 30, nobody wants them. You should have just stood on that. Don't change it now because she's there, or because you got, backlash. No, stand on what you said. You were right.
Who's experienced, who has wisdom.
See, so y'all took it out of context.
But that's not what he was saying.
Yes, that's exactly what. Don't tell me what I'm saying.
What he's saying is that the meat that's marinated is still marinating and it's preparing for the opportunity. He's saying a woman who is cooked, been there, done that, has the wisdom, she has the experience, and so he don't have to teach her to marinate. He don't have to put her in the freezer. He ain't got to wait for her ass to come out. He ain't got to put her on the oven and wait for the oven to go. She's ready. She comes already seasoned, ready, and fresh.
But he's cleaning it up because last time I said that, go ahead.
No, listen.
Go ahead.
And so I'm cleaning it up.
Clean it up.
So I'm like, listen, it wasn't a knock.
Okay.
It was a tee up.
Exactly.
Come on.
And I was waiting for this episode to like explain it. So like, dog, this ain't no knock on you being cooked. I like cooked food.
Well, so baby girl, he said you cooked. That means you seasoned, you ready, you experienced, and you
she cooked, you cooked. We like cooked food.
We cooked them in here.
Y'all ready to go.
And now Papa is cooking. Now you're cooking, baby.
Now Papa beers.
You ready to go. I got my to-go box. I'm going to throw y'all in that. We're going to the crib.
I love
it. Okay. Clean it up.
Like that that wasn't a bad thing is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
But people want to talk to me like I'm down and no, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good thing. So don't take it. And I know in society and how we word things like, oh yeah, he's saying they washed. Washed is another
different
word.
Yeah,
that's
he said
different.
Cooked.
You see how that makes no sense? He's saying that cooked is a good thing because who wants to eat food that's not cooked? And then he said, now, if I would have said y'all was washed, that would have been a bad thing. Who wants to eat food that hasn't been washed? Who wants to eat anything that hasn't been washed? Who wants a woman around that hasn't washed? If that's the case, by that same logic, you would have had to say that they were unwashed. Don't try to play and spin narratives and play with colloquials. Don't try to play games. Terms, the slang ebonics has meaning, and we know what cooked means, just like we know what washed means. Don't play games. You should have stood on it.
I said
washed is different.
Washed is different
because technically, let me say this because I love what you're saying, Paul. Technically, if a person was to eat that raw uncooked meat,
you might get sick.
They would become intoxicated with salmonella.
Come on.
So you don't want nothing that's raw. You need it to be fully cooked. So you can actually have a healthy relationship with no intoxication, no dysfunction, and no raw meat that's gonna have your ass sitting in my office, the doctor's office, because you ate something that wasn't ready.
Come on.
Paul.
The same thing happens if you eat food that isn't washed. Go ahead and don't eat them greens. Go ahead and don't wash them greens. Go ahead and don't wash the meat. Like, go ahead and have some dirty food that you eat. Like, what are you talking about? Doesn't make sense.
Sing to the choir.
That's why I did it. And I was like, oh, they taking this as something that's bad. No, this ain't
and
bad.
It's not.
It's not bad. If I say you cook, that means you ready.
So listen, young fellas, because I'm 42 and cooked. Make sure you get you a woman who is cooked, can cook, and will be able to cook. All right? There's a difference. Because from what Paul just said, and I just added to, if she's not cooked, she's raw meat. And anything raw, baby, will intoxicate you. It's not good for your health.
Speak that.
No, she's wrong. Don't get you a woman that's cooked. If you can get you a younger woman whose age is, 22 to 30, depending on, your age, get a young woman in her prime, feminine, fit, friendly, ready to go, ready to be submissive, and, get on board with your routine and your structure and let you lead. A lot of the time, though, when these women get to that cooked stage, when they're cooked and they're desperate and they're in the danger zone and they finally want to settle down and have some kids, a lot of them times those women are, first of all, they usually have kids by that age already. But then those women usually are, at that point, they've learned enough and they're willing to finally submit and be a good housewife. If they haven't been ran through too much, she's going to start speaking later and it's going to get into that area. Like, she already said that she just had some sex before she went to the show. Who was that person? Who was that person? Because later on, she's going to talk about someone she's been on and off with for 5 years. Like, it's not adding up. This is a person who gives people advice on dating and relationships. And then you out here, you not committed to anyone. You got this person you were on and off with for 5 years who's 9 years younger than you. This is not healthy. Women shouldn't be following that.
Oh, it makes sense now.
I love that. I love that.
I'm not here to diss women. I'm here to like say, hey, cooked is amazing.
Come on, cooked is amazing. For everyone in my DM said I'm cooked, it's amazing, baby. That's why when he said it, I said I'm cooked and I taste delicious.
That's why all these young boys,
come on,
y'all like unseasoned meat. Y'all like.
No, it's the older men that like that. It's not the young ones.
That's true. The younger men like the cook. They like the cooked meat.
They know what.
So they talking about the young brothers. They talking about the young brothers who will smash them. They talking about the young brothers who will smash some cougars. They talking about, oh no, it's the young ones that like cooked meat. They like the cooked ones. Y'all talking about because y'all could come across some 23, 24, 28, 30-year-olds who will smash you at 34, 35, 42. They will smash you, but they won't pursue you for marriage. You just a good time. You easier to deal with in that capacity.
What's going on?
Let me tell you, they know.
It's the older ones who wants that unseasoned shit.
Yes, and then young men are willing to wine and dine and prepare the table for the cooked meat.
They do.
Trust me. The older men sitting back with papa stands like you with their glass in their hand saying, when you gonna serve daddy? When you gonna serve me?
Make daddy a sandwich.
Make daddy a sandwich. Make me a sandwich.
So what she just said is very important. She's saying that the older men are more, the younger men are more submissive. The younger men are willing to do more. She said that they'll wine and dine and prepare the table, and the older men are like, make daddy a sandwich and do this for me. That's because they realize that they're in charge. And you talking to some younger men who don't realize that they're in charge and they're not serious. When a man is serious, he wants to see your submission. He wants to see your feminine energy. When you're younger, in your younger days, you'll do what you got to do for sexual intercourse. When you get older, you're not trying to just chase, the panties, just chase the cookies and just trying to have sexual intercourse. When you're serious about courting someone for marriage, your expectations are different. You're more transparent as a man. You want to see her submit. You want to see her submission. You want to see her feminine energy. And then those things come about. I'm not saying you don't court and still do certain things, but as a man, you're more transparent and you do want to see her feminine energy come out. You do want to see her respond and see if she'll make you a sandwich and things like that.
Make daddy a sandwich.
Look, while she already cooked, he want a sandwich.
Exactly.
Make daddy a
I'm
sandwich.
done.
Like Anthony Mackie said, make daddy a sandwich.
But let me answer that, because a cooked seasoned woman
will make daddy a sandwich.
Daddy a sandwich. Hold on, and then come back and say, more?
Hello.
Or did you need dessert?
I need dessert.
See, that's why you want a cooked woman.
Right.
She gonna make the sandwich. She gonna cook a meal and then say, anything else? Hold on, daddy.
Preach.
Anything else?
Come on.
Preach.
Is your glass half empty?
Yeah.
So we gonna make it half full.
So now I'm glad we.
That can happen when she's cooked and she's on her last leg. That can happen, but a lot of the time these women are, cooked and they're so just destroyed and abused that they still don't want to submit in their older age. They still think that they can have it their way. They still think that they're the boss, and they're so masculine because they've been on their own for so long that they don't know how to adapt to being with a man and being around someone who's masculine and understanding the difference. They think that you're supposed to make them the sandwich. So it depends. But I want to go to the other part of this. So let's skip ahead.
When she goes into mama mode, there's automatic limits and barriers that come in that fuck up the relationship. Yeah. Because a mother and son relationship is unconditional love, but there's limits. There's boundaries to keep that relationship healthy.
Yeah.
What's your situation right now?
What you mean situation?
Like,
happy?
You got a man?
Here's where it gets good. Asking her if she has a man. Let's see what happens.
I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating.
Single but dating? Something serious more than other?
No, just dating.
We gotta change because she's therapying us.
Yeah.
We gotta make this about her now.
You're right. You kind of therapizing us.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want my woman to mommy me.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, what's going on with you? This is about you. You just flipped the script on us. We over here.
Verse uno.
Man, you sure did.
But it was good. It was insightful.
No, we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating, single.
Dating.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating.
Dating but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many do you date?
She says she has companions, plural, with an S. So she's out here dating several men, involved with several men, sleeping with several men. That's promiscuity. You should not be doing that in your 40s. You shouldn't be doing that at any point in life, really, if we're being honest. I don't champion that for men or for women.
Right now,
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
We got her.
We dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know what's going on now. I'm about to, no, we gonna take this sheep clothing off.
Right, the wolf teeth coming out. No, we have
was somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years. And yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years. And it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
We working together. Okay. We working together.
But you keeping him at bay. Or is he keeping you at bay?
He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed.
You just like the sex.
Paul Pierce has put her on the spot. She's under the fire and doesn't know how to respond right now. She is 42, dating someone 9 years younger than her. So he's 33. They've been on and off for 5 years. She met him when he was 28 and she was 37. Why are you sleeping with someone, messing with someone on and off for 5 years since you were 37? And who is this person that she's talking about? She can never be in person with this person again. We're going to be able to put two and two together. She can never bring this person, out and date this person publicly. We're going to be like, this is the person who wasn't, in touch with this, in tune with herself emotionally. And this is the person who was insecure, because she's going to describe all of this stuff. So when this person comes out, all we got to do is do the math. Oh, this person is 9 years younger. Oh, this must have been the person. That ain't a coincidence. So why would you be speaking about this person this way? We would have to already know that you have no future with this person, but you still are active with this person. And is this the person that you got your vitamin D from before you went to the show? Like, this is ridiculous. This is what I'm talking about.
No.
Oh,
let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like that.
I am not vitamin D deficient. So everything is good in that department.
No. He
wants a relationship.
She done kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this is going.
he just has some emotional maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me. And so we both had to work through things, but he's had to work on his emotions and his intense insecurities around being in a relationship.
And you've been waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
Just because of that,
So you waiting on that? No,
I'm not waiting on it, and I don't have him waiting.
So the D is good.
Oh,
let's keep it. I mean, that's it's like, dude. Let's keep it.
He put on his red pajamas and feel like he's supposed to get spicy tonight.
This is clear.
Oh my God!
I know her. She from Long Beach. Like, don't try to come with the suit jacket, the boots. You still and the glow.
You know what I mean?
You still from Long Beach. I'm from Inglewood. And I can see that.
I am from San Pedro, a small community in the city of Los Angeles.
I can see through all of that.
Yes, he has great qualities. He does well in all that he does with me. He just emotionally
that ain't what I asked you.
I
asked you about his job and all that.
He does well in all areas.
Right, get her.
Okay, she answered that. He does well in all
emotionally.
I don't know. That's a broad question. What all areas?
You're a man, so you answer this question.
I answer.
Emotionally, he goes back.
She's switching it. She's switching it right now.
Back and forth from I love you, I want to be with you. I'm mad because you won't be with me. You won't commit to me. And then his insecurities get the best of him. And it's like, I want you, but I'm not sure if I deserve you. I'm not sure that I can facilitate you. I'm not sure that I can be with you. So when I say
facilitate you, is that related to finances? Who is this person? You would have to be around this person. They would have to be able to be in your circles to approach you. And they're 9 years younger than you. Do you know them from the past somewhere? This is not adding up for him to have such insecurities. He would have to have a certain level of income, because I don't even think you would entertain someone without a certain level of income based off of hearing her speak. So where are these insecurities coming from? If he's been around from 5 years, for 4 or 5 years, and if he's been unstable emotionally and he's been insecure and displaying this behavior for 5 years, why continue to have sexual intercourse with him? Why continue to be each other's companion? This doesn't make sense. This sounds very unhealthy.
Emotionally instability, it's like him wanting to be with me is concrete. That's not unstable. His emotions in the relationship are just unstable, to where as a man, you gotta get vertical within yourself before you can be in a relationship.
You good with these words.
I am.
You good with these words.
Listen,
because let me say this. These people advice.
Let me say this, Paul. He has every right to feel like what I've been doing as far as being in a relationship with him when I want to and is not something that gives him stability. However, I don't want to commit to a relationship with a man who I feel emotionally is not in a place of being able to be in a healthy relationship.
So why are you messing with him? Why are you playing mental games?
Exactly.
I'm not playing mental games with him. It's not mental games. It's all transparency.
Why is it still sex involved?
How do you know we sexing? We could just be having a
Cause you from Long Beach, I know.
Oh my God.
You can't play me.
Now she playing games. You just said you're not vitamin D deficient and all of that. That's how we know. You said you spun the block for 5 years. That's how we know. Don't play games. See, I never play games. No matter what the topic is, I want the truth to come out and I want to be serious. I hate when people play games. Stop playing games. We know you are.
It could not be doing the
wood. I know what's going on.
But let me say this. It is transparent. He understands. I understand. I understand what he wants. He understands why I don't want to commit at this moment with him, which is the emotional piece that him and I talk about openly. I support him in it. I hold space for him in it. We've talked about it intensively, and he understands it. And he's
come here. Sit. All right, let him off the leash. Go ahead.
That's what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
come here.
Well, you know what? If that's what I'm doing, I'll say this and people gonna be mad and I'm okay. If I'm doing what Paul said, I'd much rather be the one walking you at the dog park than the one on the leash. If that's true.
That's exactly.
So that means, to my point, at 42, I'm not opt out. We are not opt out. Okay, we have options and we are not on the leash. We can actually be the one holding the leash. It's all about your standards. It's all about you understanding who you are and you standing in and on your square and you doubling down on that, period. There's men out there who will show up in any capacity we want. We don't have to settle. And we don't have to settle at a certain time. We can do what we want. Because I tell you one thing I'm not doing.
All right, I'm gonna just stop it right there. That's a lie. What she just ended with is a lie, saying that, oh, you know, I'm not opt out, I'm not cooked, I don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. You could be single and, you know, you can buy a dog and die alone. At that age, at 42, the men that these women want, you know, we're not looking for, you know, women who are 42. Men who make a certain amount of money, who, you know, have things, you know, established, run their own business, money in the bank, well-traveled, mentally, financially, emotionally, you know, spiritually stable, not looking for a 42-year-old woman. Why? It doesn't make sense. That man could get a woman who's a decade younger than you. We could get a 32-year-old, 25-year-old, 22-year-old. So it doesn't make sense to settle for a 42-year-old. That's the problem. She's well established now, and you know, she spoke about how she, you know, wanted to be well established before having a kid and things like that. She's gonna look for a man who's well established. When women, and that's the problem. That's what makes it so hard for these women who they go to college and then they get a degree and then they end up becoming successful and they make a certain income. They become super masculine and then they look for them. They look for the male version of them, and the male version of them doesn't want them. They want a feminine woman. They don't want someone who's going to be combative and challenge them as, you know, like as a partner. Yeah, we're going to work together in, you know, marriage or raising a family, but they want you to understand that they're the leader. And a lot of these women don't understand that. And that's where the problem goes in. They say that, oh, men are scared of these, you know, boss chicks, women who are well educated or who make a certain amount of money. No, men just don't want to deal with a headache. When men come home from work, we come home to our kingdom, we want to be the king and we don't want to be challenged and have someone consistently being combative to what we say or how we want to do things. We're the king of the castle. That's why you see the king behind me. We're the kings. And we want a woman to easily understand that and be submissive and be pleasant and be kind and be easy to deal with. That's the problem. Now, it's possible now if a woman can, you know, have her education, have the income, have all of those things and still be in her feminine energy, still recognize that the man is the head and really be, you know, a God-fearing woman. That's what we want. Y'all can let me know what y'all think of the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Peace.